If your legs are swollen after 50 years and older, my dear woman, this is not just water retention. The problem is usually much deeper. And if your ankles, feet or legs are swelling, and it's definitely not something you should ignore. Most people believe this is normal, heat, standing too long, or simply aging. But in reality, this can be your body sending a serious warning signs. And your shoes feel tighter, your legs feel heavy. By the end of the day, the swelling increases, and you slowly start accepting it's normal. But it's not normal, because behind these symptoms, there can be circulation problem, heart issue, kidney stress, or lymphatic blockage. The biggest mistake the people make is treating the symptom instead of understanding the cause. And what really happens when you have those swelling problems, usually in the most cases is going to be much deeper problem with your whole body, especially it's going to be problem with your heart, liver, your kidney, or maybe with your problems with the vascular circulation deep in your legs. Swelling happens when your body starts retaining fluid in the tissues, and sometimes this is temporarily, long-standing, heat, physical activity. But when it becomes frequent, when it doesn't go away, when it gets worse over time, then something deeper is happening. Your body is losing its ability to regulate fluids, and blood flow slows down, pressure builds in the veins, and fluid leaks into surrounding tissues. This is why your legs feel heavy, tight, and uncomfortable. And if this continues, the conditions can slowly progress, and over time this constant pressure inside your veins can weaken the walls and make circulation even slower. The lymphatic system, which is responsible for removing excess fluid, also become overloaded and less efficient, and this creates a cycle where fluid keeps accumulating faster than your body can remove it. And many people also begin to notice stiffness, reduced mobility, and feeling of fatigue in the legs. And when it starts as a small occasional swelling, most people usually miss the real cause of your swelling. As I said it earlier, there can be a lot of those major issues with your health that you have all of those swelling problems, and if you have swelling in your lower extremity each day and they not go away, usually you do not recognize the main reason why you have all those swelling, and of course you don't treat it well. Because people, they focus on external factors, salt, water intake, or temporarily fixes, but the real issue is often internal. Most people today eat high processed food, low in nutrients, and over time the body becomes deficient in key vitamins and minerals. Without those nutrients, your heart cannot pump efficiently, your blood vessels lose strength, and your circulation weakens, and fluids start accumulating in the lower extremities, and over time this imbalance begins to affect multiple systems in your body at the same time. The heart works harder, the less efficiently, and circulation becomes sluggish. The walls of your blood vessels lose elasticity, making it easier to fluid leak into surrounding tissues. And at the same time, poor nutrient status increases inflammation, which further worsens fluid retention. And what most people don't realize is that your process develops slowly, and usually all those kind of problems you develop in over the couple of years, maybe a couple of days. And one of the major reasons why you have fluid in your lower extremities is going to be, of course, a poor diet, probably for the couple of decades, and chronic deficiency in the key nutrients. One of the most important and overlooked vitamins for swelling is vitamin B1, also known as a thiamine. This vitamin plays a critical role in how your heart functions. When you lack vitamin B1, your heart cannot pump efficiently. Circulation slows down and fluid begins to accumulate, especially in the legs. There is even one condition known as beriberi directly linked to severe B1 deficiency. And where swelling becomes a major symptom, the problem is vitamin B1 is water soluble, meaning your body does not store it well and it can be easily depleted. And this is one of those vitamins, when you take it each day, probably you need to take it a couple of times daily, because through your urine you easily access vitamin B1, and this is one of the major reasons why you have those fluid retention and swelling in your lower extremities. This is why many people unknowingly live with the chronic deficiency. And what makes it even more dangerous is that early symptoms are often very subtle. Fatigue, weakness, or slight swelling that people ignore. And over time, as a deficiency progresses, the cardiovascular system becomes more compromised, and the heart struggles to maintain proper circulation, and the fluid retention becomes more visible and persistent, and in many cases people try to treat its swelling directly without even addressing the underlying deficiency. And that's why, my viewers, in the most cases you take the shortcuts. This means you take a lot of those chemical diuretics that comes with an unbelievable amount of side effects. You take it daily, your fluid goes away, but in the short period of time everything is as it was before. But in the meantime you store unbelievable amount of those side effects in your body, and you destroy your body just using chemical diuretics, and you don't address the real cause or your vitamin deficiency, especially with your swelling. What foods support vitamin B levels? If you want to support your body naturally, you need to focus on the food rich in vitamin B1, nutritional yeast, spirulina, seaweeds, sunflower seeds, macadamia nuts, lentils, and the black beans. Those foods can be restored proper levels. Supplements can also be useful, especially B complex, but food should always be the foundation. This is so important to remember. If you have swelling in your body, first of all, I'm going to recommend you need to check your vitamins and minerals levels in your body. This is step number one. I don't say right now this is 100% you have the swelling in your body because you are deficient in vitamin B1. Of course not. You must really check this. Of course, you must understand something else. Why vitamin C is important for the swelling? Vitamin C is not just for the immunity. It plays a key role in blood vessels' health. It strengthens the walls of your veins, improves circulation, and reduces inflammation. When your blood vessels are weak, fluid can leak more easily into surrounding tissues, causing swelling. And vitamin C acts as a powerful antioxidant, reducing inflammatory signals and protecting your cells. This directly helps reduce fluid retention in the body, and over time stronger blood vessels means less pressure build up and better control of your fluid movements. And it's also so important, vitamin C is crucial for the collagen production. I see it all for the last 26 years when I work with my patients. When we correct those nutrient deficiency, usually those swelling goes away. So you need to remember vitamin B1, vitamin C is so crucial. What are the best sources of vitamin C? You should include foods like lemon, oranges, grapefruit, kiwi peppers, strawberries, broccoli, spinach, and tomatoes. And those foods help support your vascular system and reduce inflammatory naturally. High quality supplementation can also be helpful, but again, natural sources are the base. This is so important, my dear viewers. As I said many times before on my channel, food that contains all those minerals and vitamins are the crucial. If you don't eat those kind of food, you need to take good quality supplementation. Vitamin B complex, vitamin C, and of course at the end of the video I'm going to give you what else you really need. Of course it's going to be vitamin D. Here is something most people don't realize. More of 90% of adults are deficient in vitamin D, and this is vitamin essential for overall body regulation, including immune balance, inflammation control, and proper muscle and vascular function. Without enough vitamin D, your body struggles to maintain balance, and this can directly contribute to swelling. Sun exposure is the best source, but in many cases is not enough. Modern lifestyle keeps people indoor, limiting natural production of this critical vitamin. And over time, low vitamin D levels can increase inflammation in the body, which worsens the fluid retention. It also affects muscle functions, including the muscles that support proper circulation in your legs. My dear viewers, this is so easy to understand, but especially you woman after 50 years and older, usually you are in chronic deficiency of vitamin D, vitamin B1, vitamin C, maybe all of those problems, but this can go away easily if you change your diet or you take good quality supplements. What can you start today? Focus on restoring your body from within. Improve your nutrition and ensure proper intake of vitamin B1, vitamin C, and vitamin D. Support circulation, reduce inflammation, and most importantly, start listening your body early, before the problem becomes serious, because the earliest you respond, the easier it is to restore balance in your body. And small changes done consistently can create powerful long-term results. When you support your body correctly, it has the ability to regulate fluids naturally, energy levels improve, circulation becomes more efficient, and the feeling of heaviness slowly disappears. And this is exactly the difference between managing the symptoms and truly helping your body to recover. And that's why, especially you woman, that you have those chronic deficiency problems, or maybe have any other diseases and you have the swelling in your body, usually you need good quality medical professional that really can help you. This is what I do with my patient each day. I help to understand what is the real cause of those swelling, and when we direct those main problems of those swelling, usually it's going to be heart, it's going to be lungs, liver, maybe circulation, and chronic deficiency minerals and vitamins, the swelling can go away in simplest and easiest natural way. For the last 26 years, I'm helping patients all around the world to overcome chronic conditions, and my core specialty is going to be help you overcome spine chronic conditions like herniated discs, sciatica, and similar kind of degenerative disease of the spine. Also, my core specialty is going to help you overcome knee osteoarthritis, hip osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoporosis, and similar kind of joint problems. And this is something I work extensively for almost 30 years. And here's what most people don't realize: those conditions are often treated for the years with pain medications, injections, and surgeries, but the root cause is almost never addressed. That's why the pain keeps returning and conditions slowly getting worse. And my MarioLab protocols are completely different. They are rooted in the modern medicine like physical therapy and rehabilitations, and most important part is going to be nutrition and natural remedies. And those my programs really can help you. And if you, for any country in the world, you can call my MarioLab Center in Zagreb, Croatia on the phone number +385 9891 79200. My programs are created 100% individualized, based on conditions, medical findings, and long-term goals. And you can come to my office, you can call my private phone consultations. I really believe I can help you. If you want to learn a lot more about what is the best mineral that can help you remove your swelling in your body, watch my video right here. Thank you for following, my dear viewers. See you in the next video. Bye bye.